Right guys, I'm going to show you how to migrate all of your photos to one hard drive because I tried to do this last week. It took me 3 days, literally. I went through 5 YouTube videos, almost corrupting my catalog, and it's been a madness. So let's just get into it. All right, look. So as you can see, I've got 103,444 photos. So a lot of photos. But that's because, I've migrated all of my photos, not since my photo taking, but since early photo taking, let's say. So since 2006, since MySpace days, I migrated all my photos. Well, I only really got into it 2014. That's when I really got into it. But yeah, as you can see, from 2006 up to this year, I've migrated all my photos. So yeah, let me if you guys have tried this, it can get long, and to be honest, there's no tutorials out there that really just get to the point. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically, as you can see, look, if I show you my actual hard drive, external hard drive, it's all on. You can see it's organized exactly the same. I gotta admit, it's not super organized. When you see some of these videos, they tell you, don't do it by month or by date because you're never gonna remember it. And I get it. These are some cold shots. Well, I do much better now, but light painting is how I got into this. But anyway, I go on tangents, so let me just show you how to do this. So essentially, if you've got missing photos, like these are not really missing, these are just as you can see, smart previews. So technically, as you can see, I have no missing photos. All of this is just smart previews, which, yeah, these are just smart previews, which don't matter. But essentially, this is how you do it. So organize your actual hard drive how you want it to be. So as you can see with mine, I've organized it by year, and I've got little subfolders. As the years have gone on, I've started to actually put stuff in relevant folders relevant to the name, because I'm more likely to look at the name than to look at the month or the year. But anyways, organize it how you want. Now the thing is, sometimes when you actually create a new folder, by default, let's say here, I'll go create folder inside 2023. When you create that folder, for some reason, sometimes the photos won't always go to that folder. But if you have that problem like I did, literally go to library, synchronize folder. And if it finds any photos are missing, it will tell you and it will re-import them. Now, when it re-imports them, it doesn't import them back to zero. All the metadata that was there, it'll be there, but it'll just make sure, as you can see, Synchronize keeps your Lightroom catalog up to date with the latest changes that have been made to your photos and other applications. Honestly, if you're migrating like 100,000 photos like I did, and some of the photos are not coming through, and you're getting like some madness, some glitches, honestly, just synchronize the folder and you'll be fine. Honestly, I've seen, import this catalog, import that catalog. Well, actually, on that note, import from another catalog. If you've made multiple catalogs, if you've done the old school way of having like a catalog per shoot, or just like me, you've got a new laptop, you've got a new Mac, and you've just got a few different catalogs and photos have gone missing in the process, just go to file, import from another catalog, and that should do the job. But honestly, you don't need to do any madness. Just organize the folder how you want. So how I said on my G drive basically is just dedicated to photos now. I've got a couple presets that I've downloaded, my wife's kind of film stuff, but overall it's organized how it should. I've even got my Lightroom backups on here. But organize your folder how you want, I would say, on your external hard drive, like I did. And then to make sure it's mirrored in Lightroom, literally just go to the root folder and literally just go to Synchronize folder, and it'll look for anything that's new. As you can see, import new photos, it's counting, it's checking if there's anything new that it needs to know. Now, in theory, it should say 0 because unless it's smart previews, there should be nothing new. It's saying there's 1 new photo. Really? You know what? We're not going to do that for now. Honestly, like, I've been searching through the web just to find a simple solution on how to migrate how to migrate all my photos to one hard drive, and it's been more complicated than it should be. But honestly, all you need to do is organize your photos how you want, by year, by title, however you want to do it. And then literally, if you see certain photos are not there, just go to Synchronize folder and it'll look for any new photo that got lost in the process. Honestly, that's all you need to do. Even if you have missing photos, that's all you need to do. Another thing as well, because a friend mentioned this as well, saying that he has loads of duplicates of photos. Smart previews, as you can see here, missing photos. Smart previews. Let me take you to the big boy folder. Smart previews apparently don't take up space. It's almost like a screenshot of your current state. So look, I have, how many smart previews do I have? I have 1,573 smart previews. Now, I had a lot more, but I cut it down to that because it was even confusing me. I was like, where's my photo edits? Even when I migrated all of my photos onto one hard drive, to be honest, I lost some of my edits because I don't know if it's because I was importing from another catalog, but I didn't lose the original file. I just lost, because obviously I've got the original file. I just lost the preset, the edit that I put on my photos. But luckily, because I synced it to the cloud and I was looking at it on my iPhone and on Lightroom, on normal Lightroom, because I use Lightroom Classic, by the way. Luckily, I'll show you what I'm talking about now. Luckily, let me show you real quick. Luckily, I copied and pasted. You might not get this problem, but I copied and pasted from my Lightroom smart preview. So say for instance, at the moment I'm making a travel book. Let's see, let me show you. I'm making my travel book. Let me just show you the book real quick. Using the book module. Like, as you can see at the bottom, it has at least 5 copies of the same photo. Now, let me just go to select, it's a lot easier. When you look at the development of some of these photos, let's say for instance, this shot of Ramina, let me go to development. Look, so as you can see, snapshot. Let me show you guys. All right, for instance, let's say this random photo. So, right, yeah, there you go. So this photo. Now, this photo edit, it never used to look like this. I can show you the original. It used to look like that. Not as good. But if we go to book, if we go to the smart preview that I've done, or the virtual copy, then you can see, I can show you what I've done. So basically, as I said, I lost all my edits. But as you can see in the history, this smart preview, this virtual copy, was imported from Lightroom Mobile. Luckily, because I synced my library to Lightroom Mobile, it's made a copy of the file which has got all of my settings, load my contrast, blah blah blah. You can see all my settings there. So I just imported that again, and then actually this is not the original smart preview. Anyway, as you can see from there, luckily I had a copy in Lightroom Mobile I copied and pasted the setting and I put it on my original. And as you can see from the original, you know, I've exported it a few times, blah, 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 I did this and that, but my latest settings is from Lightroom Mobile. Anyways, essentially, I hope this helps you in regards to migrating all of your photos to one hard drive, because honestly, it took me way longer than it should have. It took me literally 3 days. The majority, if you've got like 100,000 photos, then it's going to take, I don't know, depends on if you're using a solid state hard drive or whatever hard drive you're using. But let's say if you've got as many photos as me, yes, it can take at least 4 hours. But when you start to look and see like, oh, if all my photos actually went to my one hard drive, you'll notice that not all of them will actually go to your hard drive. So if I was you, I wouldn't do it through Lightroom. I did it through Lightroom, and I got a feeling it took longer. And it doesn't really give you a time, it just gives you like a status bar at the top here. So if I was you, I would literally copy and paste, and don't delete any of the photos from the original hard drives until you're very sure that all of the photos are on one hard drive. So I would copy and paste all of your photos onto one hard drive, organize it how you will, without Lightroom. Because imagine Lightroom is just it's supposed to mirror the folders that you're looking at. So just do all of that. And if you don't see all your photos, literally go to the root folder, go to library, go to Synchronize folder. It'll tell you it wants to import more photos, possibly if you haven't got every single photo, and just do it. Just do it. And another thing that I noticed as well, I'll show you right now. If it says this, look, if it says don't import suspected duplicates, most cases I would say yes, have that checked. But I've noticed that Lightroom sometimes misses photos that I wanted imported. So if I was you, just take that off and honestly just add everything, because it won't make a duplicate. Because as you can see here, it's not copying files back into the same location. It's just adding. So if you suspect that it's not importing the stuff that you wanted to import, literally just go to add. You know, because right now, what's it saying? It's saying that it wants to import. Well, actually, that's probably how many photos I've got. 60,000. Actually, it started off at 60,000. Anyway, it's saying this and that, but I know I don't want these videos in there. I know that these film shots are already in there, so I don't need to do that this time. But honestly, sometimes it gets it wrong. Don't always rely on it to understand if it has every single photos. Uncheck that box and yeah, you'll be fine. And then one more thing, if you feel that Lightroom is being slow, like I felt it was, go to Optimise Catalog, which is Performance. Yeah, go to Preferences, Performance, and just go to Optimise Catalog. As you can see, I haven't optimized my catalog. It was last optimized it. I optimized it 3 o'clock in the morning. But the way I optimized it is that I back up every time, because I realized I lost some edits. And since then, I now back up my Lightroom catalog after every shutdown. So I don't really need to do this now, because I optimize after every shutdown, but that's how you do it. I feel like I might as well do it now. But yeah, if you feel like after importing like 100,000 photos or however many photos you got, if you feel like Lightroom's running just a little bit slow, go to Optimize Catalog and you should be sweet. This was a lot longer than I expected it to be, but honestly, hopefully you don't have the same issues as mine, you don't have the same pain point, and yeah, hopefully you just can get all your photos into one catalog, and it's as efficient and as organized as you see mine here. Oh, and then one more thing, if you see that, if you get a problem like this, actually, if you see that it's like, oh shit, like, oh, why none of my photos, why does it say I've got 0 photos when I've got thousands of photos? Just know that you just need to go to library and tick show photos in subfolders. And then, yeah, literally it'll show you every single photo in subfolders, and it'll correctly say how many photos are under each year or under each title. That was another little detail that I was just like, what? Hopefully all my photos are in there. Anyway, guys, hopefully that's been helpful. I wish it was more concise, but yeah, this is me. If there's anything else that you want to know, then let me know and I will do another video. All right, take care. Peace.